Well, hello there, everybody. Drae here, and today we're going to lead a small tribe of goblins to success or possibly death because we're going to be checking out Goblins of Elderstone. This is a brand new, unique, and chaotic city builder colony management game where, yes, you have to lead some goblins, as I said, to success or death. It's said to be actually pretty difficult, so I'm super excited for that because I do like a challenge, and yeah, we're going to get into it today. Now, I do want to thank Outer Dawn, the developers as well as publisher for this game, for sponsoring this episode. The game is released now on Steam, so if you want to know anything more about the game as you are watching this, I'll have a link at the top of the video description where you can go and check it out. So yeah, so we're going to start off a brand new run today and see how we can do. There is a lot of customization when it comes to starting off a run, so you definitely want to take your time here if you do want to be successful, because as I said, death comes in this game and it comes pretty quickly. All right, so we have three different starting choices here. We have story creation, which essentially we can choose our origin story for our tribe. That's a little too much for me. We also have the pantheon creation, where we can choose our deities, essentially our gods for our tribe, or we can totally randomize it. I think I'm going to go for the middle one because I do want to choose my specific gods. And here they are. Aren't they beautiful? So yes, each god has its own unique buffs as well as debuffs. So essentially, if your faith drops too low, bad things will indeed happen. So I'm thinking I want to be one with the earth for the start, so I'm definitely going to go for Silver Fae here. Essentially, scavengers or peons, which are scavengers, gain 2 additional berries, herbs, and frogs at the start. Very good resources for the start to obtain, so we're going to put her in. And I want a war-focused deity, so I think we're going to go for Warjoy here, which gives our basic weapons +1 damage, and we're going to be using a lot of those at the start as well. That's mostly what I'm going for. Also, defeated enemies in the village will drop random resources. It's fantastic, as we do get attacked quite a bit at the start even of this game. So I think I'm good with that. I don't know if we pray to all of these guys at the same time. I haven't done much with prayer in this game. I've only played it for like an hour and a half. But yeah, I'm happy with 2 gods. I don't think we need all 4, at least hopefully not. All right, so next we get to choose our starting location. A lot of strategy with that as well. Obviously, the game is totally randomized, and here we are. And you can click each tile and it will give you kind of suggestions on what's around that tile. So definitely want to start somewhere where most things are good. Oh, this is good until the threat is high. I don't want to deal with a high threat right now. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. A nice coastal hex here. We have moderate everything and threat of low. I think I'm happy with that, so we're going to start off with that. And this is where it gets really strategic. You want to take your time here and really set up your tribe or clan to the best you can. So we have different stats. We have the war stat, which helps with hit points, armor, all the things you would expect. And then we have the trade stat, which isn't just about trading. It helps with work rate and carry. And then we have the faith stat, which isn't just about praying as well. It's about magic and healing as well. So you want decent things in all these stats, obviously, to have a successful colony going on. The big thing is, though, we have to choose our leader, our king or queen. And as I said before, if they die, it is game over. So we want to make sure it's someone pretty good. I want a good fighter, because at the start, the king is or queen is the only thing that can attack, I believe. So I'm liking Uwe here. He doesn't have any attributes, but his stats are very decent in faith and war, and that's what I want for a leader. Something with high health and high damage output. All right, so now we can just fill the rest of our crew with some of the better characters here. Now, these attributes can be bad or good. For example, Hippie, you can only assign them as a woodcutter, scavenger, or pig herder. Kind of weird, being that hippies generally want to save the trees, and this is... you can only be a woodcutter? All right, so strong, all strong means is they can carry more. Unfortunately, they have less hit points, though, but they're immune. So I think this is a pretty good character. They have a few buffs and debuffs, but I do want something that can carry a lot. This will be good as a woodcutter, obviously, with the hippie stat. Definitely going to get this character here because it's hot-blooded. Winter is a thing in this game, and you do have to heat your home, so hot-blooded is a benefit. And Zealot increases magic by 5 and healing, so definitely get that in here. Berserker and hippie. Man, a lot of hippies in here. Another hippie here. I don't want hippies because then I can only have them on certain jobs. Ooh, this guy's good, though. We're going to get this guy for his trade stat. We'll get another fighter. Yeah, let's get some of these generic guys. Malifaux for prayer. Glee is a good all-arounder with decent stats and everything, which is probably something we should focus more on. Berserker Goblin has less hit points but more damage. I think I'll be okay with that, but it does have the hippie stat. We don't want too many hippies because then we're going to have no jobs available. Yeah, actually, a lot of these guys don't have any attributes on them. So I think I'm just going to fill it up with the guys that don't have attributes because the rest of these are not good attributes. All right, so I think I'm going to go for Redding, which has 433, just a good all-arounder. The rest of these guys aren't the best anyways. All right, I'm happy with that. So we have our leader. We have one male, one female. We do need to procreate in this game. Also, the cool thing about procreation is you do have a chance of giving your attributes to your offspring, so we might want to strategize that as well, but I'm getting way ahead of myself. I'm actually going to turn tutorials on, only because the starting resources are way better if you actually do the tutorial, so I guess it pays to learn. I've already done the tutorial, so we'll just quickly go through it. But yeah, definitely want to get those starting resources to give myself a chance. All right, and now for the big decision, where do we put our village center? So we want to be around food, lumber, rock, pretty much all the generic starting things. I'm seeing we got lots of lumber camps here. That's interesting. Oh, wow, we have some sort of temple or something over here. I've never seen anything like that. We have multiple temples, actually. I'm not seeing the one thing I want to be close to is iron. I'm pretty sure that's rock. I don't know if we have iron here. Ah, there it is. Okay, so we have iron down here. We have a tree here. Oh, this is good, I'm thinking. This is probably where I'm going to go. I don't think I'm missing anything. So yeah, if we go in between these two trees, we'll get lots of lumber as well, which will be fantastic. And then we're close to iron when we get a little later into the game as well. So yeah, we're going to place here. And here is our starting tribe. Go forth, my fellows, and start gathering resources, because that's what you do at the start of these type of games. First things first, we need our grand hall. This is essentially our headquarters. It will allow us to house 12 goblins, as well as expand our territory, I believe, a little bit. So we're just going to place that there. Doesn't really matter. Now, the cool thing about this game, I hate colony management city builders that make you focus so much on resources. This game, the goblins, if they need a certain resource, they'll know and they'll just go and collect it. It's fantastic because they just do everything for you, and we just basically dictate where we want things to go and make sure everybody is happy. So yeah, they're automatically building. They're automatically gathering the logs that we need, or sticks, I guess. And yeah, it's way easier when you don't have to worry about the inventory. All right, and there we go. We have our grand hall. Now, this is where the magic happens as well, so we need someone to breed with our king. So we have 3 different females to choose from. Again, the one has a lot of attributes on it. Problem is, 2 out of these 4 attributes are bad things. So if I throw this on here, we'll say, yeah, we have a chance on inheriting them all. Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of over the hippies. Strong would be nice, though, but I think being that this person is just here to make the babies, we want someone who doesn't have great stats. So I think I'm going to throw Redding in here. Not going to get many traits out of this, or inherit traits. I think traits are still random. But yeah, I think that's my best bet for right now because their stats aren't the greatest, so we may as well just make them make kids. All right, so now we're going to get an average of 1 new goblin per year. I think also goblins just randomly join our place, but yeah, definitely this game, your population doesn't go big very quickly or gain really quickly. It does take time to gain new goblins. So when it comes to like job choices and everything, it's very important to put the right goblin at the right job, because you can't just essentially zerg a population and just have a bunch of people working on everything. Especially at the start. Essentially, you're going to have 1 worker per every building. Speaking of that, we need some storage, and we need a worker for that as well. Storage obviously stores all of our resources. So we do want to have this kind of close to the middle. I do know I'm going to be building southward here. So I think I'm going to throw this over here, actually. Try and keep it in the middle because everything goes to the storage and then gets distributed out. All right, now that we have the storage, we need a hauler. They will transport resources around. So I'm going to put Glee in there because their trade stats pretty good. That should help with efficiency, and indeed it has helped. All right, now the most important thing is we need tools, and we need tools right away. Actually, we should probably throw a well down as well. Goblins like to start fires, and if you don't have a well, obviously, good luck putting out said fires. So yeah, we'll throw that down just to play it safe. And we are going to be building the crafting hut. That gives us basic tools and basic weapons. I'm just going to keep this kind of tight together here. We'll have our hub here. All right, we got our crafting hut set up. I'm just going to throw Norse as a crafter there. And now we can finally get into woodcutting. Good, because I need to get rid of some of my hippies. All right, so we obviously want to go to one of these giant trees. I believe this one's a little bit closer to our base. We'll probably connect to both of them. So we're going to put that there and get the woodcutter hut down. I do know that we're going to need, sooner than later, the kindler, which will make firewood for the winter time. We may as well start as quickly as possible. We'll put that close to the wood because obviously it's a wood-based commodity that's needed. All right, and we're going to throw char on the woodcutting because their trade stat, or sorry, yeah, the trade stat is amazing, and as well, it's a hippie, so we want to make sure they're woodcutting as much as possible. I think I'm going to throw 2 on here for right now, just to try and get a stockpile of logs. We can also trade. Traveling merchant comes every summer, I believe. So if we have some commodities, we can sell them, obviously. We have the log splitter set up as well, so we're going to get someone basic in here. And as you can see, we're already pretty much running out of people to help out. So we might need to slow down our growth soon here. It wants me to build a watchtower. I don't know if I necessarily want one right now, but I will do it just because I want to get this tutorial done with. Plus, it's probably smart to have a bit of defense. Now, I don't really know how the watchtower works, honestly. I don't know if they attack or not, or if they just let us know if they see the enemies. We'll find out here. All right, and Raz, you can go on the watchtower as you are a good fighter. Perfect. Now I need to build a warrens, which is essentially housing. And we probably want this spread out as jobs will go southward more. We want people staying here that go to those jobs. So again, I'm just slowly trying to make it over to the iron. Oh, that's both iron. That's not stone. Okay, so we have to worry about stone then as well. That's fine. We have stone right here. But yeah, the iron is something we're going to want to slowly get to, as I do want to start build weapons and whatnot. Let's actually check out what our clan's needs are right now. So food is, oh, it just going up again. So this essentially is just by quick glance showing you what your clan's thinking. And again, as I said, these are goblins. They get angry very, very quickly. So if you're not keeping up with this, they will attack. They will kill. They will do riots. Keeping happy goblins is probably one of the most important parts of this game. And right now we are overjoyed. So I am happy with that. That's for sure. All right, and Warrens is now done, so we don't have to worry about population anymore. We can hold a grand total of 18 little goblins now. Fantastic. Next up, trading. Not sure really where we want to put this. Probably by our storage, but I don't even know if we need storage. So we're just going to place it over here. All right, and trade hall is done. Now we need a trade prince, which is one of the council members residing in all matters of wealth. Oddly enough, the trade hall also allows you to access the job priorities panel, which if you've played a colony management game before, you probably know what that is. So yeah, it's not just about trading here. Now we are running out of choices. Well, we actually have one choice. So I guess you are our trade prince, sir, or ma'am. I don't know. That should be fine. All right, and there we go. Tutorial is done. Thanks for the resources. That's all I really wanted. Now we are literally on our own. Now I'm hoping we should be able to get our merchant now that we have the trading thing as well. And with that, we have unlocked our job priorities tab, which will essentially tell us what everybody's doing by quick glance, which is nice. But right now it's pretty basic. We don't have much going on. Okay, so now I got to figure out where I want to go from here. First and foremost, we are already getting lumber, or sorry, we're already getting wood. So let's turn that into lumber. That's a refined resource that we will need a lot of for some of the more complex jobs. So again, we'll throw this by the tree, being that the lumber is already over here. Another massive thing we need is scavenger huts, because there's resources here that we need for pretty much everything else. It's not, you know, what you would think is like, which is food and whatnot. I guess the frogs, I believe, need for food and used to craft voodoo. Okay, so I haven't gotten into voodoo at all. I do know bones make weapons, so these are obviously all really good things. And we needed planks to build this, which is why I wanted the plank maker down right away. And then we'll throw the scavenger down over here. And then we'll slow down a bit because we're going to run out of peons, which will allow us to essentially do everything from gathering and whatnot. They're essentially goblins that don't have jobs yet, but they still gather. And we also had our first baby, so our first year is done. It takes them 3 years to mature, so Goblin Life is a fast life, man. 3 years and you're probably going to be a lumberjack or something. Well, planks are not coming quickly, but I guess that's what happens when a 5-year-old is leading it. What just happened? The Undead will be coming to your village soon. You can defend your village better by clicking defend. Yes, I do know. Are they coming right now, though? I don't want everybody to stop working. Essentially, everybody just goes and hides, except for the king right now, because that's all we have. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep them working because I'm a great leader. Oh, Raz is going out. Okay, so because he was on the Watchtower, he does go out and fight them. So here is the first little Undead Horde wave. You got a gun? Where are you running to? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it did fight, and we got some bone, which we can turn into weapons. So we will tell them to grab that. And there we go. That was the first wave. Obviously, a very basic wave. I think there was only 2 zombies there. King didn't even help out. So that watchtower is nice. Hey, traders here. Oh, exciting. Okay. So traders come during spring, I believe. I'm trying to figure out if I want to sell anything. I guess we could sell some logs to get some money. I don't want to sell too many, though, because we're going to need lots of lumber, evidently. Oh, it's so annoying that they're buying firewood for a good price, too. Is it dumb to sell some? All right, I'm going to sell some of my food, too. Again, maybe not the best idea, but it might make sense to sell some of this stuff to earn some money. I actually don't want anything that's here. So I'm just going to accept that. I'm going to check my list here and see. I mean, the only thing we need is stone. So maybe we'll buy some stone from them or rocks. Unfortunately, their price is absolutely awful. So I don't want to go too crazy, but we should get a little stockpile of it. So I think I earned about 65. So we'll waste some money on some rocks just to have them in the bank. All right, so as you can see, happiness is crumbling right now. They really want, I believe, berries, which I took everybody off of berries because I was focusing more on transferring items around because we're having that issue as well. But we're going to have to tell all my peons to start collecting berries again. So they'll do that more than anything else from what I've seen. So essentially, my travel times are going to slow down, but people are going to riot soon if they don't have food, which, I mean, that's understandable. Okay, Epop, I don't know. Is that your health bar? It is your health bar. Oh my god, he's actually starving to death. Epop, go pick some berries, dude. They're right there. You just passed some. Why do I have to get someone to pick them for you? Well, I assumed it was gonna happen sooner or later. Epop has indeed died. Is he in there? Where the hell did he die at? I think he's actually in there. So now we should probably build a temple to deal with that, because last thing I want is Epop zombie killing the rest of this village. So yeah, let's get the temple down so we can have a fellow priest here. Now I am having stone issues right now, which is another problem I'm gonna have to deal with. I'll throw that over there, I guess. Of course, this needs more stone as well, or rocks. Now the confusing thing is, I believe stones and rocks are different commodities in this game, because when I highlight the actual stone nodes, you get raw stone. But, for example, these things give us rock. So rock and stone are not the same thing. Okay, finally the temple is built. Let's get someone of faith in here. Ooh, 7 faith. That's nice. All right, we're going to throw them in there. I always do that. You have to drag them over. And their jobs are to clear corpses, heal goblins, fantastic, and spread faith. So I'm just going to let them automatically do that. I'm assuming they're going to clear the one corpse. I think it's actually, yeah, he's right here. The poor guy that starved to death. An 8-year-old is dead. Oh, there. He's doing his thing. Thank you. Now we don't have to worry about him coming back to life. Sick. What's this? The thief. A goblin was found stealing food when he failed to get a full ration for the day. He has been brought to the front of the village for judgment. What should we do with the thief? I mean, I don't blame him for stealing. So we can punish him. 3 goblins will gain speedy trait. 1 goblin will start rioting. 39%. We can do nothing, essentially, or gain 10 berries. Be lenient with the goblin since he did not receive full rations, but give him a strict warning. I really want those 10 berries. That is a low percentage, though. I think I'm going to coin flip and punish the goblin. Getting 3 speedy goblins sounds like it's worth it. There's no way I'm going to get the 39% chance of 1 rioting, right? Oh, nothing. Wasn't that like 9%? Come on, at least do one of the fun ones. All right, so we are almost at a winner. Nobody die, please. Why is my king freaking out? Oh, he's not the king. He's the clan chief. I don't know why he's so angry, but he's very aggressive right now. Oh, he's missing some items. So I guess... Oh my god, what just happened? You idiots! I'm assuming it was him that did it. I mean, he's right at the crime scene right now, and I was watching him have his little freaking temper tantrum. Well, as I said at the start, that's why you build wells. Is he just gonna run away now? Oh, you're actually gonna put it out. So maybe it wasn't him, or he's hiding the evidence. I don't know which one. Thankfully, we built that well right beside here, so we should be okay. Oh, wait, he's on fire. I just saw a goblin on fire. I hope he's okay. All right, guys, can we not burn down our village? I mean, I understand you're hungry. Trust me, I understand my mistakes. Can we just survive till spring? We're basically there, and then we're good again. And there we go. You see that sunlight, everybody? That means berries, hopefully. Come on, berries. Hurry the hell up. I need berries right now. I need berries so much. Okay, so they are growing, as you can see. And with how many peons we have right now, if we run into food issues, I'm gonna freak out, man. All right, I haven't really gotten into war at all, so I don't really know which one I want to go for first. I'm curious what trekking is on the world map, which is unlocked with the war hall. So barracks might make more sense, but I'm just curious what this is. So we're going to unlock that just to see if maybe trekking on the map will allow us to focus on resources to gather, because I would really like that. So yeah, we'll get our first war thing down. And I mean, we've done a lot in this game, but I've never been comfortable in this game. And as I said, it's supposed to be a rather difficult one. So I guess that's the point. Oh, and I just realized the temple is where I put the deities, obviously, because you want to pray to a certain god. So being that we're having food issues, I think Silver Fae makes more sense. And this will unlock this god. When a god has been unlocked, your goblins will gain a need to worship the god. Unlocking god will allow you to interact with them in the pantheon, as well as gain quests from them. Wow, it's a lot more in-depth than I thought. Okay, so I guess that is our god. Unfortunately, she demands worship, so I don't even know how to worship. Maybe I shouldn't have did that. Oh, scared me. Jeez. A ball of light suddenly appears from the sky and started dancing around the village, attracting nearby goblins. It then stops high above the boulder as goblins gather at its base. Well, I only can choose one of these, because these are all grayed out. So let us pray to the light, I guess. And look at that. We gained +5 faith. And we're now neutral with the god. So we started out as enemies? That's kind of mean. Okay, so yeah, there's a bar here to see how we're doing. Oh, and that's cool. The higher we pray, the more upgrades we get. Okay, so I'm understanding the deities more now. Currently, we only have Forager, which is fine with me because that's all I wanted anyways. But yeah, that's how you get the better benefits from the god. And we are being attacked more and more by these small skeleton tribes. So I think getting voodoo, I believe, is what we need to banish them would be smart, because every time I have to defend, everybody goes inside, and that obviously wastes time. And then my king usually comes and just absolutely slaughters everybody, as you can clearly see. And on that, guys, I think it's a good time to wrap up this first episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed this first look into Goblins of Elderstone. I have to say, absolutely love it. I'm a huge fan of colony management games. This one is definitely a little more challenging than most, which isn't a complaint. It's absolutely fantastic. And I would like to go further into this, because I think where the game's truly going to shine is when it comes to the faith and war. We didn't really do much of that today, but yeah, getting things down like the Shaman Hut, Laboratory, I don't even know what that's about, Voodoo Hut, and then all these war things where we can actually explore the map sounds really, really fun. But yeah, I want to thank Goblins of Elderstone for sponsoring this episode once again. If you do want to check it out, I'll have a link at the top of the video description where you can go to the Steam page. And yeah, let me know if you guys want to see some more. We can continue this adventure if you guys do enjoy it, of course. As always, thanks for watching and liking, and I'll see you in the next one.